Leon Jennings here from Asian Persuasion MMA. I'm here with Jackie Buntan, who makes her One Championship debut this Friday night at One Fist of Fury. Jackie, how are you? How was the trip to Singapore?
Long trip. It was 17 hours straight from LA, but not really jet lagged right now. I'm feeling good, feeling excited. It's almost go time.
It's been a long time, this debut coming. How excited are you?
Extremely excited. I've gotten people asking me like, are you just going to put all that frustration of waiting? And it's not even frustration. It's just, itching just to be able to fight again and compete again. I'm just excited to do that, especially on no other stage on the world stage of One Championship, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's been about, I think, 15, 16 months since you signed the promotion. Why the delay? Was it a lot down to the COVID situation last year?
Yeah, so when I got signed, I was actually supposed to make my pro debut in the US, but due to medical reasons, that card got canceled. And then that contract came right after. So it's kind of like, things happen for a reason, I guess. And I was set to make my debut March 2020, literally 2 weeks before at least the lockdown in LA. So one already had canceled the fight by then. And due to the pandemic, everything was on pause. So there's been a long delay, but I'm ready. I've been working throughout that year and bettering my craft, my skill, my IQ. So I'm ready to show it all to everybody.
You're finally here now. How would you describe your 2020 as a whole? What are the positives you could take from it?
Positives, like I just mentioned, I really took the time to appreciate things I took for granted, really, whether that's something as small as making my recovery better or just catching up with family that I don't really talk to as much. But in terms of training, like I said, I've been staying as consistent as I could with my Muay Thai training and my strength and conditioning. And that's obviously helped keep my head in the right headspace, and physically just getting better and smarter and stronger.
You train with Janet Todd. You're not actually on the same card as Janet, but you're on the same Fist of Fury series. Is it extra special, extra exciting to be competing along with your friend Janet?
Oh, super exciting. Like there's always nerves coming into fights, but it's always helpful when you have a teammate, fighting with you, who's there with you. So definitely happy that she's here with me.
You've obviously been through her recent training camps. This training camp, you were both in training camp. So how was it different to her last ones? Obviously, more of the emphasis was on yourself as well as just Janet.
Yeah, so, I mean, we usually, obviously the past year she'd fought more than I have, but we definitely push each other. We work whatever she has to work for her training camp. I'm going to be working the same thing. I think her last fight, it was a kickboxing fight. So slightly different, we're not clinching as much, throwing elbows, but for this fight, we're both doing Muay Thai rolls. So worked out perfectly, able to both train the same discipline and, same game plans and whatnot. So melded together really nicely.
For One Championship fans that aren't quite familiar with yourself, tell us a bit more about yourself and your fighting style and what the fans can expect from you.
Yeah, so definitely kind of Thai style. I guess I could be more so of a counter fighter, but with my coach Brian, he's just so knowledgeable. He's able to incorporate different styles in us from different disciplines, whether that's boxing, kickboxing, and that goes from movement, footwork, all of that, not just necessarily how to throw stuff. It goes for your movement as a whole. So you'll be seeing a lot of traditional Thai style, but I like to say I have my own type of style when I fight as well. So you'll get to see that in about 3 days.
And you're fighting Wondergirl, who obviously fights out of Thailand. What are your thoughts on her as an opponent?
Yeah, very game opponent. I'm excited to fight her. It's going to be a good fight. I feel like both of our styles will clash really well, making an exciting fight for people to see. And yeah, that's all I can really say.
What were your thoughts on the two performances before, I guess, Brooke Farrell and Casey Carlos?
Yeah, they were both, didn't last full 3 rounds, but I got to see a peek at some of her arsenal. And you know, it was pretty evident that she likes to come throw her hands a lot. And I like to throw my hands a lot too. So like I said, it's a good clash of styles. Be a nice, good, clean, exciting fight with both of us.
Something else for you to get excited about is the stacked card you're on, fighting with some of the best strikers in the world. How extra exciting is that for you?
Oh, super exciting. You know, like I didn't get to see the card until maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. And I was like, oh my God, like just looking at the lineup, and then there's me at the bottom. I was like, is this real? That's insane. And, you know, with COVID and all, everyone, you know, the movement throughout this week, the movement of people is like limited, given they want to kind of lessen that. But I'm just trying to get little glimpses of, you know, the stars here and there, if I could see any.
But now you are here, your debut's around the corner. What's your big plan? What's your big plan in one championship?
To get the title, to get, you know, obviously Muay Thai would be the title I would love to get. I'm signed up for kickboxing as well. So to be a 2-time champion in both disciplines would be an amazing goal of mine.
Brilliant. As we said, Janet Todd competing as well on the Fist of Fury trilogy. How does her fight go down against Alma Junica?
JT for the win, right? Always got to support her. She's gonna, you know, she's always bettering her craft and her skill set, so she's gonna put on a great show regardless.
And your fight, how does that go down Friday night?
JV for the win. Same idea.
My last question is, how did perfect 2021 play out for you?
I know where it's almost March, but starting, you know, my debut, first fight of the year with a win would be ideal. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen. But just being able to start the year off fighting I'm grateful for, period, given all, you know, the crazy year we just came out of.
Definitely. Can't wait. Really looking forward to your debut. Everyone needs to tune in. Good luck. Thank you for today.
Thank you.